eyelashes. That's going to come back to haunt me.
Sorry, I hate to stop all the fun.
Please stop us. Please stop us. We need help.
First of all, you want me to?
Hurry up!
First of all,
Love you. Love you. Sorry, go on. There's no helping us.
First of all, thank you guys so much for coming out here. This means a whole lot. This is awesome.
Dude, you're welcome. Thank you. Our pleasure. Happy to be here. You guys seriously are the best part about what we get to do for a living. So I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
So this is going to be random, sort of a serious question actually. So kind of to the both of you, you want to just put up for answers I want to. When you're performing a character in an anime, if you're not specifically told to, do you prefer to perform it in your own way, like how you interpret it, or do you prefer to try and echo how the original Japanese actors do it?
Damn, that's a good question.
For me, I find something in the middle. I don't want to totally get rid of the original Japanese interpretation and the feelings behind lines. I mean, they were done once, and a lot of the time done very well. But if you perform the lines just like the Japanese actor, it would not make any sense at all. It would just be awkward and weird. So you have to perform the line for the audience that's going to see it. So I find a happy medium. I don't just ignore the Japanese when there's Japanese. But I listen to it and I kind of become inspired by it and find my own new thing that has been inspired from the Japanese. So,
yeah, well said. I have the same thing. I mean, we're actors, so acting, it's very common, at least especially when you do either what we do or you're a stage actor, which was my background. It's very, very
Sorry, no more
rare that
questions.
you
We
get
have
to
2
create
lines.
a character from scratch. That you're the first person that gets to perform, and you're almost always taking up the mantle of a character that many, many, many other actors have played. You know, so if I'm going to be on stage as Willie Loman in Death of a Salesman, I'm not like, oh, it's all mine. You know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have played that before, and what makes acting so interesting, and part of the appeal, at least for me, and I think for all of us, is that you get to approach these characters that have been part of the cultural consciousness for a long time and add your own special thing to it. And that the characters themselves are appealing because they can absorb all the contradictions various actors and their performances bring to the table, and that's just what makes a character universal for all of us. So when you're doing a dub, yeah, we listen very, very closely to the seiyuu. Because that, I mean, we watch it, I mean, it's impossible not to get sucked into those performances, and you want to see their take on the role. What did they do it? But I mean, as an actor, you don't ever want to imitate someone else's performance because it's an insult to that person's performance. I'm compelled to find my own notes, my own way into the character out of respect for the original seiyuu, because I don't want to come at it as though I'm saying, oh, awesome, I can do the same thing, only better. I'm going to find something unique that I can bring to it that is neither better or worse, hopefully, but just different, because I want the seiyuu and I to stand on either side of this character and both of us feel like we belong to them, because it's the character we both care about. And so our, you know, yes, our performances are informed by the seiyuu, but again, the word is inspiration. You know, you don't just imitate it because, one, it's impossible. Two very different languages, they speak very, very differently. So you want to kind of make it your own. That's the whole point. That's the whole, because we want people to watch it both in Japanese and in English.
yes.
And we want them to both and to enjoy both for different reasons. So, good question. Very good question.
Hi. My question is for Mr. Smallberries Jr.
Who's that? I've never heard that name before.
It's a great name.
That's a hilarious name.
Alright, so what's the story behind that?
Behind that name?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very strange. It's a hilarious name that I've seen out there before.
Someone's name someone's given you and you have no idea what it's about?
Dick Smallberries Jr. Hilarious. I don't know. You'll have to research online and see if you can figure that out.
Tell us. We have no idea what that's about.